The Boston Celtics walked into Philadelphia missing two guys in their starting lineup in Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis. They aren't really injured. Looks like a knee sprain or just some precautionary for Kristaps Porzingis. And then for Jaylen, it is a illness. They should be back into the lineup soon. But for this game, the Celtics came out and proved me wrong. I thought this was going to be a game where, we're going to struggle to put up points. We're not going to really play well defensively. The communication is going to be off. The bench is going to play relatively bad. But I was completely wrong. We came out here, played good team basketball, got some steals, found open lanes down the middle of the paint early and often, and then we kind of went into a different direction in the second half. First quarter, we looked amazing. Dropped 37 points on the Philadelphia 76ers to their 22. And then the second quarter was, quite frankly, the absolute opposite. They dropped 36, we dropped 20, and then I was like, okay, this is where, things are probably going to go downhill for the Celtics. We were turning over the ball in the second quarter. We weren't hitting any shots. Everything was looking, relatively bad, I would say. But in the third quarter, we came out with a different energy. Shot 18 threes in the third quarter alone. Dropped 26 points to their 17. The defense looked better. The offense looked better. Al Horford came out and was absolutely on fire. Throwback to last season, because that's what Al looked like in this game with Kristaps out. Hit 4 threes in one quarter. Derek White came out in the third quarter as well. Made some big-time shots. And we're overall carrying the team to success while Jason Tatum was resting on the bench. And then the fourth quarter comes around, and again, we play good offense, good defense, or actually, I wouldn't say good defense. It was kind of back and forth type of game in the fourth. Luke Cornett had a massive impact on this game. Derek White had a massive impact on the fourth quarter. Those guys kept us in this game until Jason could come in and pretty much just put the dagger in the coffin for the Philadelphia 76ers. But let's go over some film in this game that I love the most. But before we get into that, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family, turn on post notifications, because I will be covering the Celtics all year long. I will not miss a video. I got you guys covered every single post game, and on my main channel, which has about 61,000 subscribers right now, I stream every single game. So if you guys want to watch Celtics games with me throughout the season, go subscribe to Matty Dubs. It is on YouTube, 61K followers. The link will be in the description below. But without any further ado, let's jump into the video. So what I liked most about this game here for Boston was the ball movement. One thing I was a little bit concerned about, though, is the amount of threes we took. Now, when we look at the stats here, we shot 50 threes. And a couple of weeks ago, Joe Mazzulla said, the goal is, let's shoot 50 threes a game. I mean, that is a lot of threes. The one thing I will say about that is that when you're making the threes, you're one of the best teams in the NBA. And quite frankly, when the Celtics are hitting their threes, we are the best team in the NBA. However, when we're not hitting our threes, we're one of the worst teams in the NBA, and there's no gray area. There's no middle of the pack. We are the worst team when the threes are falling, strictly because we don't know when to not take threes, when to adjust and attack the paint. We just don't know how to differentiate taking threes and not taking the threes. But here we go. Here's a play for Jason Tatum. He's going to post up on Tobias Harris. Fadeaway mid-range. This was such a beautiful shot by Jason Tatum. A much-needed shot. The offense was starting to fall down a little bit, starting to, miss some shots. They were going on a run. That was a huge shot for Jason Tatum. Forced them to call a timeout. Just an amazing play by Jason Tatum. He had 29 points overall in this game and relatively just looked really good late in the game, helping close out this game versus the Philadelphia 76ers, who were on a second night of a back-to-back without Kelly Oubre, so I do understand that. And here we go. We got a play for Drew Holiday. Gets a screen from Al. Draws two defenders real quick. Now we got a mismatch. Drew versus a mismatch here, and here we go. Drew versus Marcus Morris. Drives into the paint, throws up a layup, gets it to go. Not as quick as it used to be when he was a former Celtic. And here we go, paying Pritchard over to Svi. Svi steps up, kicks back out to Pritchard. Pritchard back out to Drew. Drew wide open three. Luke Cornett sets the screen. Allows them to have nobody come out for him. And Drew, lands a wide open three in the third quarter. The coaching staff talked to Nick Nurse and said, listen, we're giving them so many three-point attempts. They're wide open, getting threes whenever they want, and that's simply the truth. We were getting open threes left and right. We were driving. They were drawing two defenders, getting open threes. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you concerned about the amount of threes we're taking, or are you a fan of it? Because I know a lot of people from my streams, a lot of people say stop shooting threes. A lot of people say keep shooting threes. What do you guys think? Here we go. We're going to get a screen quick to Derek White. Derek White finds a cutting Luke Cornett, who was, again, massive in the fourth quarter. The man made plays, got buckets, got second chance opportunities, and was overall just, efficient in this fourth quarter. A lot of people, including me, have been very reluctant to give Luke Cornett the nod as the backup center on the team. But I'll tell you one thing. In this game, I loved what I saw from Luke. I feel like every once in a while, Luke has that game where I'm like, okay, Luke, keep showing me this, and I'm going to love having you here. Here we go again. Tatum to Luke. Luke out to Derek. Derek for three. Shoots over his defender and gets it to go. The amount of threes we were hitting late in this game was amazing. And, quite frankly, when you're hitting these amount of threes, it's going to be so hard for teams to keep up. Derek White drives in, misses the floater. Luke tips it up to himself, gets the rebound, puts it up, gets the dunk to go. Like I said, Derek White and Luke Cornett were, quite frankly, just absolutely amazing for us in this fourth quarter and kept us in it while Jason Tatum was on the bench. And here we go. We're going to get a steal here by Derek White. Derek White going to take it up the right side, find Jason Tatum. Tatum gets into the paint, and here we go. And one opportunity. They just keep playing good basketball. But when we look at the box score, let's just take a look. Tatum had 10 threes. Sam Hauser had 8 threes. Horford had 8. Holiday had 9. Derek White at 8. All of these guys are just shooting a bunch of threes as Derek White drains another one. And then off the bench, Payne Pritchard had 3 attempts. Sevilla had 3 attempts. I don't mind that at all. I actually fairly liked what I saw from Svi Mikhailuk. I think he might have fouled a little bit too much, but he came up off the bench after not playing a while and drained a 3 right away. If we can see this consistently out of Svi Mikhailuk, man, I think he should play a lot more. We tend to go to, O'Shea Brissett. Don't get me wrong, I like O'Shea Brissett a lot. I just feel like his offense is not where his defense is. I feel like he needs to improve on his three-point shot, and he'll be a player we can utilize a lot as well. But here we go. Derek White into Tatum. Tatum out to Al. Al for 3. Gets it to go. Like I said earlier, Al Horford was probably the X factor of this game. When our offense was looking bad, he stepped up, hit some big-time shots, kept us in this game, also having 5 blocks as well. Overall, was a plus 14. I mean, let me know in the comments down below. Who is the X factor in this game to you? Obviously, Jason Tatum had 29 points. Derek White at 27 was very efficient for Derek White. Had a big night. And I said pregame in my stream, Derek White and Jason are probably going to combine for 60, and they pretty much did. So I'm going to give myself credit for that one as Derek White drives into the lane, kicks out last second, finds Jason Tatum for an open 3, and that was pretty much it. From there, I thought the 76ers had pretty much no shot at coming back and beating us. That was a great play by Derek White, and overall, an amazing win by the Boston Celtics. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below your thoughts as the Celtics take on the Raptors on Friday in-season tournament game as well. So join the family, hit the like button, turn on post notifications, and give me your thoughts. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.